If you can hear this, then you're watching Jelloetta. A little quick on the draw there, aren't we? Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. You have reached the halfway checkpoint of the week, or some variation thereof. I know some people, their weeks are a little different. Mine being, different means that tomorrow's kind of my Friday. For other people, the week is just starting. If you work in an industry that has a non-standard schedule, I hope that you are doing well, and that whether it's the beginning of your week or approaching the end, that you have a pleasant one, or had a pleasant one, as relevant. Hi, Luma. So after yesterday, after 2 days ago, the excitement of all that good stuff, it occurred to me, hey, I'm actually going to be home for Wednesday, and I haven't been home for a while, so I can get back to my regular schedule. And so it's funny because I've now come to realize that even though I will be out this upcoming Sunday and possibly the Sunday after that, I'm also planning to be back for Wednesdays. So, by the month of June, I'll have figured out how this works, and maybe I'll be consistent all the time. Who knows? It's very funny when I see people go online and they talk about, hey, I'm going to be on vacation. I'll be back with more videos. They often like to say more content, which, I don't know. It feels weird to call it content. Do we call this content, chat? Content feels like such a generic, widespread term. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go on a little tangent here. We just got started. I've got the time. Yeah, so when I hear the word content, it feels so broad to me. I've heard people describe their videos as content, their art as content. I've had people say they're worried they don't make good content. I've seen, multimedia conglomeration companies with hundreds of billions of dollars in IP, and they call it content. And I feel like it's one of those words now that has metamorphosed into something that it was never meant to be, because, content as a noun, at least in English, is that which is contained, the thing or things held by a receptacle or included within limits, or a capacity, or an area or quantity of space, or maybe even a table or a list of topics in a book. Those are just some standard dictionary definitions. And you may notice that none of those definitions include work of art put together by a human person. When a media company says, oh yes, we are looking forward to creating new content in the upcoming financial quarter, it's like, what? How? Why? There's just so many ways I feel like we could refer to the output of the creative individual, the creative mind, and calling it content. Even if you're the person calling it content, even if you make it yourself, the choice to call it content just feels so irreverently dismissive of the amount of time and effort that went into it. And yeah, that isn't to say that it can't be, that isn't to say that it isn't, that it's always good, because it's not. People put their heart and souls into things that turn out to be kind of a mess all the time. I've done it, for sure. But calling something content when, you could use a more standardized bucket just strikes me as inherently dismissive. I don't have enough history of etymology to know if that's a thing that people always do. Hi, Duskvy. Has that been a thing people always done? Was there an ancient Roman word that was the equivalent to content? Did they sit at the Colosseum watching lions attack people and go, oh, that's good content, but in Latin? I don't know. That strikes me as a thing that wouldn't have happened, and I feel like the vast oversimplification of language brought about by the consolidation of corporate interests and the decreased investment in education is resulting in a series of terminology and verbiage that is just unnecessarily broad and inherently devalues the things that are, being talked about. So, I guess if I'm going anywhere with this, the moral of the story is, if you catch me referring to somebody else's creative output as content, feel free to point it out so that I can undo that, because I really would prefer to give people their due and say, that was a really good song, or that was a wonderful video, or gosh, that was a great stream to enjoy, or heck, I enjoyed reading that book. Hi, Skit. It's been a little while. Hope you're doing well. So, take a moment to think about the way you refer to things, regardless of, the language, because, every language has some equivalents for these words. I can only speak from the English perspective in this case, but it's still important, I think, to think about the way the words you use can inherently shape the way you think about them. I read something 2 days ago? I don't remember exactly how it went, but it said when you face something challenging, it's very difficult for your brain to go, oh, this is so hard, or this is so difficult for me. But apparently they're conducting research, and just finding a way to rephrase the way you might otherwise look at a challenge of that nature is apparently enough to trigger different parts of your brain, resulting in, if not necessarily an easier process, at least a potentially more rewarding one. So instead of saying something like, oh my gosh, this is impossible for me, they did a study and they found that, phrasing it as more like, this is a good challenge to overcome. It makes a difference, apparently. And I just think it's interesting because that concept has been around forever. I don't know if you've ever heard this, but there's a very old phrase that goes, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he, which is, of course, old school. They don't really say words like that anymore. But it still says something, which is, the stuff that you're thinking about yourself will often frame the way you view the world at large. And if you are committed to having a negative outlook about yourself or an overly simplified outlook about things around you, you might miss out on things that are kind of important or valuable or exciting. So anyways, I hope I don't sound like I'm preaching at you, because I'm not. This is a thing I am very prone to doing myself and have only just recently begun to kind of get a handle on understanding how to better address. But those are my opening thoughts, because as we all know, when streaming with me, there's absolutely no way that I will actually start the game within the first 10 minutes of the stream. It just never happens. So anywho, good to see all of you. Thanks for joining in. How about we do that thing where we play the video game? If I remember correctly, we're in World 4, so we should be just shy of 50% of the way through the standard playthrough in this campaign. And we were trying to find a happy moon after Gedaknus completely blew the ceiling off of the last one we were trying to catch. So we'll spend a little more time trying to make this work, and if we just can't get it working, we just can't get it working. All right, now let me get you the game audio, because I just remembered I had it muted. Ta-da! I love this song. Hey, Panther, how the heck are ya? Hope you're doing well. It's another Spangler. I was really, really hoping that we would just get a moon immediately, but I don't think we're going to get that kind of luck right now, chat. Let's just run. First day of work. How did it go? Pretty good? That's good. Another one of these guys. I don't want to keep fighting Spanglers. You ever thought about the fact that, talking as a free action in anime is probably easiest to justify in Pokemon? Has anyone else ever thought about that? Refresh my memory, Panther, because I think I had a vague memory of you picking up a new gig, but I don't remember what you were doing. Alright, we're gonna have to give this up, chat. We've literally found nothing but 4 Spanglers in a row now. Did Emerald have that mechanic where you had to, be in a certain area at a certain time? Had they introduced that by Emerald? I don't remember. I don't want any more Spanglers! Stop giving me Spanglers! This is a Spangler hostile stream. No more Spanglers. Oh my gosh! Oh, I said I'd heard you were in the process of obtaining a new gig, but I don't remember what it is. Okay, we really need to be careful on this thing, because now we have one, and we don't want to kill it. Because we need to see the Pokedex entry. So who is the most qualified to take this thing on? Probably not Jaloshi. Jaloshi's going to be OP. Gadaknus killed the last one, so now I have trust issues. Alright, we'll try Flambe. Quick service restaurant. Nice. Well, I'm glad the first day went well. There's a quick serve restaurant very close to where I live, and it's considered iconic for the region because it's very local. Alright, we're going to try... We're going to try... We don't want to... Well, maybe we should try to burn it. We'll try to burn it. That way, if nothing else, we can just stall. Oh, that's terrible, Duskfy. I don't want to deal with that at all. You did drinks, buns, and ingredients, cleaning tables, talk with customers. Tomorrow you're going to take orders. Nice. Alright, we're going to try Astonish. It doesn't do much of anything. This moon might actually kill Flambe before Flambe can knock the moon down. That could be a problem. Okay. We'll try one more. We're just gonna like very small chunks. Got off early because there wasn't. Please tell me it didn't just heal itself. Oh, okay. That's good. Perks are nice. Big fan of perks. Oh, it wants to keep raising its speed. Interesting. I mean, that's fine, as long as I can keep whittling down its HP. You know, maybe it's rude of me to say this, but I've always felt like for the amount of work you had to get through to get to Milotic, it should be a significantly cooler Pokemon than it is. Like, Milotic just does not feel like it's cool enough to justify all the effort you have to put into it. It's not particularly meta. It's not even really that attractive. Alright, we're getting close. First ordered meal is a free sign-on bonus you get on birthdays. Employee discount is 50%. Well, take care of yourself, Skit. Safe travels. Alright, I'm gonna try catching it for the first time. This is the only ball, well, cap I've got, but we'll hope it works. 10 to 15% off the rest of the food court? Sounds good. Oh my gosh. Please do not be one of those things with a 2% catch rate. And you get tips prior to payday. Interesting. You know, I've never worked in a... Well, actually, that's not true. Oh my gosh. I have worked in one position. One position where gratuities were a part of the compensation. Alright, Flambe might just be about to die here, but I need to catch this thing. Oh, it's a collective thing. Interesting. Oh my gosh, we got it. Okay, let's see if all of that pain was worth the Pokedex entry. Here we go. Oh, good for you, Gadaknus. I'm glad you did. And... oh, that's beautiful! That's beautiful! Oh my gosh, yep. those are the two we get. That's amazing. That is amazing. 6 foot 11 inches, 370 pounds. That's pretty impressive. I'm actually curious, like, what it's... Oh, well, did we name the sun last time? I don't remember if we did. And your coworkers are nice. Good, good. Panther, it sounds like a great start. I'm very happy for you. I'm gonna say... Oh, the son was named Callie? Okay. Because the summer sun is Angie. It's so true. Trying to think of a place where the moonlight is considered particularly iconic. Because obviously, the moon has more impact... not more impact. The moon has impact on the tides, but I don't feel like it does as much to mess with the, you know, overall temperature of things. I'm torn. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Luma. I'm gonna say... I just realized, too, the title of this stream is gonna make no sense now because of the fact that we caught the thing immediately, like 10 minutes into the playthrough. 5 up. Sure, why not? Let's say there's no actual numbers on this keyboard, which is kind of funny. End of stream. Yep, that's it, chat. I'm leaving now. That was all we needed. In fact, we're not even going to finish the game. This was all we need. We really only needed these 2 dex entries. Alright, time to get out of here. Okay. Oh. Well, we're getting into a fight now. Oh yeah, we have a fishing rod. I gotta remember that. Okay, he's got a Cheap Chomp, and I've got Sink Fan. And I don't remember what the type advantages are like for this particular exchange, so let's just try Leaf Tornado and see what happens. Yeah, that works. Anybody else? I forgot if he might have anyone else on the team. Up next is Fishbone. Yes, I will stop using Sink Fan to fight Fishbone, and I will make it the problem of, hi guys! Oh. Huh. Interesting, okay. We will try a good old... That is becoming your favorite joke, isn't it? Oh, Confuse Ray. That's annoying. I guess Fishbone has the speed advantage, which I guess makes sense since it chases you down. Oh, it dodged Leech Seed. How unfortunate. I guess we could try it again. Let's say Astonish shouldn't do much because Hi Guys is supposed to be a dark type. How did you hit yourself? It's a Leech Seed. Hey, okay. I'm glad I don't have to worry about taking a extra turn to snap that, another extra turn to snap that off, because I was getting ready to. What? Really? How come it keeps landing? Come on, give me a break. Okay, well, that works. That was a little more effective than I thought it would be, actually, since Snap Trap isn't a super strong move. Alright, here comes another Cheap Chomp. Sink Fan, you did really good last time, so could you do that again? I'm kind of surprised that he has, like, a different arrangement here. Anyways, here's Leaf Tornado again. I don't know why I said that in the tone of, like, anyway, here's Wonderwall, but that's just kind of what came out. You know, Oh, Flambe wants to learn Swift. I love Swift. Swift is one of my favorite moves. Yeah, we'll drop Bounce. I think I only had Bounce because it was just slightly better than what was already there. But anyway, speaking of job stuff, I had a recruiter reach out to me recently. I don't know if anything's going to come of it. Oh, there's a nice little Pokemon Center here. That's polite. What have you got to say? This entire area was only developed recently, you know? It used to be, and still somewhat is, a marsh. As a result, you can get good fish in the river, but you need a good rod, so here you go. Oh, I'm really glad we walked into this house, chat. We got several key items that we needed. Or at least one key item and several health pickups. Now I kind of want to see what's here, though. Okay, I need to... Hold on. I just realized I need to map the... I need to map the rod to, yeah, I need to map the rod. No, I don't want to sort it. I would like to register it on the list. There we go. And then I guess we'll use it. Let's see what we found. Oh, a Skeeter. Cool. Super Mario 64, anyone? Anyways, sorry I got distracted. I mentioned the recruiter thing because, the organization, apparently is very much looking for another sysadmin, which, as you all know, used to be my title, so I'm kind of curious if something good will come out of it. I'll keep you all posted. I don't really have much else to say about it right now, other than, you know, it might be cool. Oh, wow. That's impressive. Let's say, does that have recoil? No, it doesn't. Okay. Alright, I think we can just catch this. Critical capture. But yeah, you just reminded me of that, Panther, so thanks for the reminder. And again, major congratulations, because this is a weird market. You're right, Luma. I did comment that it might be good to do that. However, if this particular position worked out, it would be basically the equivalent of a 40% pay raise. And that would be a very good motivation to maybe stay put, if you know what I mean. Yeah, job hunting is not fun, Panther. I don't envy that. I did it last year and I didn't like it then, so. Yes, it would be quite the jump, Duskfy, and it would help quite a bit with some other stuff that I'm preparing for, so. The answer to your question, Luma, is if this thing happened this way, there's a chance I would just keep doing what I'm doing, because, you know. Sometimes it's less what you do and more where you do it. A water-dwelling insect that is light enough to stand on the water surface. Its aura is said to negatively affect the emotions of nearby trainers. Oh, dang. That's wild, Panther. Well, hey, I mean, you know, if Serendipity writes the plot, then that's still a win. Alright, let's name this Skeeter. Alright, so Skeeters are originally from Wet Dry World. And everybody remembers the iconic downtown from Wet Dry World, so that's what Skeeter's name is going to be. We don't have anybody that can use Surf, do we? It'd be kind of cool if we did. Oh, it's another Skeeter. Okay. How it mentions the negative aura, right? Because, alright, actually, sound off, chat. What do you think is the creepiest world in Super Mario 64? Oh, this might be a double battle. I used to think it was Boo's Big Haunt, and I do think Boo's Big Haunt is still kind of creepy. Okay, well, this is not great. Neither of these dudes are particularly well equipped for this, I don't think. Oh, it's raining and it's sanding. Cool. I'm tempted to bring out Jaloshi just to, like... Skybox? Yeah. Wet Dry... I mean, the fact that Wet Dry World used a real picture of a real city, that is a little ominous because the, you know, implication is the place got flooded. So I get where you're coming from, for sure. I don't know much about the job market where you are, Luma. What's it like? Is it any different from what we get here in the States? I kind of hope so, because what we have in the States is sort of a mess. Alright, I'm going to put... Yeah, and then I'm going to shift you to Jaloshi. We're just going to immediately swap everyone out. Partially because Jaloshi won't even be bothered by the sandstorm. Let's say that shouldn't do very much. Let's say Gedaknus is buffeted by the sandstorm, but Jaloshi doesn't care. Alright, I choose Bubble Beam on Twister. And Jaloshi can use Dig on Pokey. Let's see what happens. Alright, Sand Tomb. So Twister's got a pretty decent speed stat, considering it's 5 levels lower and still moving faster. Thankfully, it's also very weak to Bubble Beam. At least we're getting some good level ups from this. Shaloshi's underground and just leveled up all of a sudden. Oh, Bulldoze. Okay. Let's say that's going to bring speed down. And it missed Jaloshi altogether, which is perfect. Here's Clubba. Alright, and now... I'm gonna hit Bubble Beam again, I think. No, I don't want to hit Jaloshi, thank you. I'll try it on Clubba. I love how it's not very effective and still does half of it. Oh, there's Barrage. Check it out, chat. It's my least favorite move in the game because it takes 3 to 5 business days to complete. Are you done yet? Alright, Gedaknus needs to heal, clearly. Gedaknus, I would like you to consume this, please. Have one of those. You definitely need it. And Jaloshi, if you wouldn't mind just biting this guy, because he's more annoying than the Pokey is. Okay, I guess that did nothing. Oh, right. Well, at least Barrage missed that time. Why are you so focused on Gedaknus? What's your malfunction junction over there? Alright. Actually, let's use a special attack on Clubba. And then Jaloshi, could you just bite this guy, please? Thank you. I kind of wondered why you sent those flags in the chat. I was like, is there a joke I don't get? Look at all these experience points. Alright, now this guy's down. I hope. Okay, good. Considering those are both level 23, they had some remarkably high endurance. Alright, Sandstorm is done too. Okay, well that's not cool. Your manager's boyfriend is a guy you went to high school with that also plays in the same ball hockey league as your brother. Boy, that is a small world. Comes full circle, doesn't it? Thanks for the purple coins, you two. I should probably rest up real quick. Take the free refill instead. Thank you. Excuse me. You want to fight too? Yep. Yep, he does. What have you got, buddy? Oh, it's a... What the... How did you catch that? No, I don't... I do not wish to encounter Unagi, or as it's now called, Ma-Ray. I would like that to go away now. That thing scared me. Okay. Phew. I was not emotionally prepared for that. We're getting a decent amount of money this way. Oh, there's a bridge here. Oh yeah, photo. Go ahead and take a picture of me. Quick, enter the boat. What boat? What boat? I didn't see a boat. Oh. We found a damp rock. Cool. I'm not sure how we... I think the only way to get there would be via surf, and we don't know surf. In fact, I'm not even sure if I have a guy that knows how to use surf. So I guess I'll just move on for now. Alright, it took me a second to realize that first letter is a W. So I thought it was just said, hidden purple coins for a moment. And I was like, heck dude, it sure is. This is Smile Square. It's supposed to be a symbol of friendship among the citizens of Main Street, but these two ruffians are bringing nothing but bad vibes. I don't know what to do. What ruffians? No way, us Koopas are better suited for the role. I mean, have you seen Lord Bowser? He's called the king of the Koopas for a reason. Power to the people, I say. And by people, I mean Goombas. Goombas are just as good as Koopas. Private Goomp, are you listening? Bowser's called the king of the Koopas. As such, only a Koopa is fit to be Lord Bowser's right-hand minion. But Corporal Paraplonk, that's just plain unfair. The majority of Lord Bowser's minions aren't even Koopas. I don't see what's wrong with a Goomba like me taking up a leadership position. I mean, didn't you see Captain Goomba? He did a great job leading us minions a while back against Fawful. Ugh, Captain Goomba just got lucky. A minion in the right time and place. That could have just as easily been a Koopa. We're getting nowhere with this. Where's Sergeant God when we need him to be a tiebreaker? Hey, wait a minute. Is that Mario? You're right. Come on. We have to defeat him for Lord Bowser. Wait a minute, Paraplonk. This is exactly what we needed. Mario can be our unbiased third party. Really? I really think we should use this chance to defeat him, but I also really want to be proven right. Mario! What group of minions do you think is more fit to be Lord Bowser's right-hand minion? Koopas, of course, right? No way, Goombas for sure, right, Mario? What group of Bowser's minions do you think is most suited to be his right-hand minion? Oh, I have to answer. Not only do I have to answer, but I have to pick one. So I'm going to guess that this is like a Hobson's choice where... No, not really Hobson's choice, because Hobson's choice is usually more of a take it or leave it kind of situation. Duskvy's voting for Goomba. You know what? Fair enough. I will leave it up to the chat. So, Duskvy has suggested Goombas. Luma mentioned Kamek, which is... Kamek is technically a Koopa, a Magic Koopa. Do I have any other opinions? Goombas, alright, that's at least 2 votes for Goombas now. The Goombas are not exactly running away with it, but they might be very soon. Going once. Going twice. Okay. So we're giving it to the Goombas. As if there was any doubt. Goombas are such an important part of Bowser's army, so of course this was the obvious choice. No way. Not only are Koopas just outright cooler, but we're stronger than Goombas. Looks like I'll have to prove that to you by taking you down, Mario. Don't you think that's a bit of an overreaction? Although I guess you wanted to fight Mario in the first place and had a game favor with Lord Bowser. Not to worry, Mario. Corporal Paraplonk is the weakest of the Royal Guard. I don't think Paraplonk was supposed to be announcing that. I think that's a code error, chat. I think Captain Goomp was supposed to be the one saying that. I don't think Paraplonk was supposed to be announcing that he's bad at this. Okay, flying type versus grass type. Not in my favor. Let us switch. Okay, I'm having a moment. But ground type should... Yeah, ground type should be advantaged against flying. No, rock type is. Ground type is disadvantaged. Okay, yeah. Right? Exactly, Panther. I was like, that's gotta be a dialogue error. You know what? When in Rome. Herbie, you're up. Low sweep? Where did you get that move? So my speed fell and its speed went up. Okay, that's fine. I don't really care. It could be annoying, but I think we're gonna beat it anyway. As long as I don't flinch, it won't really matter. Oh, so it stalls and speeds. Interesting. Why is it getting a speed boost now? It didn't even do anything. Why did you flinch, Herbie? Don't do that. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, I'm not going to win the speed advantage, so I gotta heal up. Seriously, how many speed boosts can this thing handle? Here you go, Herbie. Heal up real quick, why don't you? Undies is also playing Pokemon Emerald, but it's Touhou. Interesting. You know, I've never played a Touhou game. Herbie, I need you to quit flinching, man. Ugh. That was annoying. Anyway, who's next? It's nice that everyone's leveling up, though. It's gonna take a while, but I remember Flambe turns into something somewhat impressive. Lakitu, huh? Yeah, we'll change, just because I don't want to keep doing that. You know what? I'm just gonna have Jaloshi do it. I know Jaloshi's, like, disadvantaged in terms of Dig probably not doing anything. But I'll just bite it a million times. So, it'll be fine. We'll just bite it 27 times. Oh, it neutralized the rain, so we don't have to watch that rain animation every single turn. That's nice. Okay, I guess we're going to be outspeeded by every single one of these. I wonder why my team is so slow. Most of these guys are, you know, significantly not slower, but significantly lower level, or at least lower-ish. I'm gonna guess it uses Fly again. Let's find out if I'm right. Nope, went for Headbutt this time. Which means that one's done. Alright, cool. Listen, all I really know about Touhou is that it's developed by one person. Oh, Jaloshi wants to learn Stealth Rock. I don't know. I don't know. Stealth Rock seems unnecessary for this moveset. I need to have at least 2 solid attacks, so we're gonna drop that. But yeah, I know that it's made by one person that's got a pretty big following and Bad Apple. That's about all I know. Alright, up next is a Hammer Bro. We're just gonna keep doing this. You got this. You got this, Jaloshi. I love... What the... I thought the effects of the weather disappeared. Okay. That was a little strange. Oh, I guess the rain resumed. That stings. The Baby Yoshi sprite was pretty great. I do think that was possibly the best sprite in the whole game, actually. Alright, I think we might be able to outflinch this thing. Whoa, it flinched twice? That's some lousy luck. I do love that they use his Mario Party 8 voice clips, though. So I'm pretty sure those are the Mario Party 8 clips, because he didn't sound like that prior, right? Dry Bones? Yeah, alright. Kadacnus, you deal with this. Right? Get soggied. Not so dry now, are we? That's perfect, Dusky. Get hydrated, idiot. Hi Guys wants to learn Cotton Sport. Doesn't that just... Okay, yeah, that's just a speed reduction move, which... Honestly, Stun Spore kind of already does that, as long as it actually hits. Star Fox just Shadow Dropped... Nintendo just Shadow Dropped it. Why is this sentence so hard for me to read out loud? Nintendo just Shadow Dropped a Star Fox Direct? Interesting. Oh, I like how this one actually gives me regular money. What? I don't get it! Koopas are undeniably much cooler than Goombas, so how could I lose? Ha! Maybe next time you should focus on actually winning. I won't forget this, Private Goop. Next time I'll destroy you. You'll see. I guess you're not so bad, Mario. Here, you can have these as thanks. We have Goomba Boots, chat. It's another Star Fox 64 remake? How many times can they remake that game? Okay, but I am kind of curious what the Goomba Boots do. An item to be held by Goombas. These boots boost their speed. Oh. Well, we don't have that, but that's cool. You know, I've never considered myself a Star Fox fan proper because, to be honest, I think the gameplay loop is not the kind of gameplay loop I would be good at. But I do have a couple Star Fox games, including the original SNES and its unreleased sequel that, you know, later dropped on the Super Nintendo Classic. I like the concept of Star Fox quite a bit. I'm just not sure I could be good at the game, and when I tried playing Star Fox Assault, it stressed me out so fast. Star Fox Adventures would stress me out from time to time too, but I think it's a good game overall. Oh, we got more purple coins. Neat. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it would be interesting to see more Star Fox. I'm not super curious about the concept of playing Star Fox 64 on Switch, though. We don't make new F-Zero games because we don't have new ideas. I mean, they don't make new F-Zero games because Mario Kart is their racing juggernaut, and why would they cannibalize it with a decidedly much more difficult game that will not sell as well? Oh, Switch 2 exclusive. Okay, so even less interested. Should I give you the money? Sure. Wait, so did I just unlock Surf? Yep, it's Surf. Okay. That's nice. Oh. Oh! I guess we don't need to worry about... I guess we don't need to worry about using the fishing rod as much now. Anyways, I don't want to fight those things, so no thank you. What can I say except no thank you? Oh, Thunderwave. If I'm not mistaken, Thunderwave has a higher chance of hitting. But maybe I'm thinking of the newer version, or maybe I'm wrong, so let's find out. I think they should have put TMs in their own pocket like they do in later games. I don't know why. I don't know why it's its own separate thing here. Thunderwave. 90% accuracy. Nobody can learn it, but, you know. I wonder why Flambe can learn Venoshock. I think that's actually kind of funny. Okay. Aha! I knew there had to be something back here. Hey! Free money. Nice. I like how he's sitting down on it. That's actually really cute to me. I was curious if the rocks had anything cool in them. Oh! Oh, it's a Cheep Cheep! Chad, it's a fish! Okay. I don't want to kill it, which means it's probably best to send out... Hi, guys! Okay, it starts with Clamp, which thankfully doesn't do that much. Alright. I want to hit it, but I don't want to knock it out. Let's try Paralysis. Alright, it's paralyzed now. That's one status condition. Now we hit it with a good old Leech Seed. I'm worried if I Snap Trap it, it'll just die immediately. Or maybe it'll just die immediately anyway. That's unfortunate. I just noticed there's a little shadow. That's cute. Alright, I guess we'll grind for a moment. It is raining. Yes, I noticed. What do you mean it missed? Okay, so we probably just lost the speed advantage. Well, maybe not. I would like it to catch a Cheep Cheep. That'd be cool. I'm really beginning to Why is it so many bugs? Why is it so bug? Chat, I'm gonna cry. It is an orb with legs. Actually, it's a flat circle that's billboarded with legs. Just... how hard could it be to find a Cheep Cheep? Alright. This is unrealistic. I've played plenty of Mario games, and Cheep Cheeps are way, way, way more common than Skeeters. Unless we're actually in Wet Dry World, where there are no Cheep Cheeps and there are plenty of Skeeters. Realistically, though, this is a wild number of Skeeters. I guess technically it's free XP. Not very much, though. We're not getting any more Cheep Cheeps, chat. The game has decided that the only thing we are allowed to have is Skeeters. I didn't even mean to do that. I don't know. That was autopilot. Skeeter is not very fast, apparently. There was only one Cheep Cheep in this entire body of water, and I hit it. And I accidentally took it out with a muncher. Maybe the next one. Oh, well, time to fight. Oh, what are these guys? Been a little while since we've seen a horned ant. I'm gonna say Fairy Wind. I think that does something. It doesn't. Alright. I'm gonna... You know what? I think I'm gonna solve this problem with Flambe's help, actually. It sure would, wouldn't it? Okay. That didn't go very well. I guess it's just guaranteed to steal all of my fruit. Just keep biting it until it goes away, I guess. It's weird. I feel overleveled for all the wild encounters, but still slightly underleveled for most of the trainer encounters. Because I'm always 4 or 5 levels above, but they end up being faster. Parabitty. Sure, I'll change captures. You deal with it, Gidacnus. You think it's to make grinding less tedious? Maybe. Your mileage may vary. Seriously, why am I slower than everything this guy's got? These guys are all 5 levels lower than me. Why does this happen? Oh well, at least I knocked him out. Thanks. Time to go heal up again because you made my lava bubble explode. He one-shot my Podoboo, chat. How could he? Oh, we got a party cap. That's cool. Wait. Am I out of... Oh, okay. Like, am I outside of your detection range? I was. I needed to be 1 tile closer. It's a Wiggler! It's Wiggler Wednesday, chat! At least for the amount of time that Wiggler is on screen. Why am I using Leaf Tornado? This is a bug. I don't know why I thought that would be a good idea. I deserve this one. Yep, that's fair. I don't know why I thought that was going to be a good idea. How about Fairy Wind? Okay, apparently that's much more effective. Well, you know what they say, right, chat? One more time. I'm kind of surprised we didn't see Wiggler's ability where it gets angry and its stats change. Maybe there's like a form for that or something. Aromatherapy. That could come in handy. Heals all status conditions. Yeah, that could be cool.
Do it again.
And technically, I think Hi Guys already has Leech Seed, so we probably don't need 2 mons that can use it. Or we could just drop Flower Shield, which is functionally useless. Anyway, yeah, we're getting rid of that. Must be part fighting type. Yeah, I think you might be right. Body Slam, huh? Is Body Slam better than Stomp? Yeah, it is basically just a better Stomp. Alright, Stomp, you're out. Neat. Up next, Iron Cleft. Okay, well, Iron Cleft makes me think Steel type, chat. Do you think I might be right? I really need Flambe to get better at this, because I don't have a lot of good fire coverage right now. I'm going to just open up with a flame charge. Try to raise our speed and maybe one-shot this thing. That didn't do anything. Okay, so it's not steel. Am I seriously about to lose Flambe twice? Okay, that is twice now I have completely misjudged the type matchup based on the name of the opponent. That's awkward. This is the Iron Cleft. It's a rock type. Okay. Well, you know what? In vengeance, I call on everybody's favorite muncher. Hi, guys! Snap trap this joker. That should have been super effective, so it must have some rock type immunity. There we go. There's a part of me that wonders if we have any, like, captures that might actually be a little more useful. Or if I should keep grinding with... We got some coins. I'm debating whether we should keep grinding with Flambe or if we should look at our options for fire types. We don't really have any other than the Angry Sun. Yeah, there just hasn't been a lot of fire types in general. At least not the kind that we can capture, so... Also, I just realized that I've named everyone except this Jabble and Spike. Everyone else got a name. Huh. Interesting. I guess, in part, because our only other fire coverage is the Angry Sun, we'll just stick to what we know for now. I'm kind of curious what's over here. Oh, a wild encounter. Oh, a Cheep Cheep! Ironically, Hi Guys is kind of our best, like, catch Stallmon. So we'll see if this works. Bubble Beam, anyone? It's raining. Alright, we're gonna stun Spore. There we go. Alright, between the paralysis and the leech seed, we should be able to whittle it down to a safe point. Yeah, if I use either of the other two moves, it'll just explode immediately. No, it works better on lower level ones. That's good to know. 9,999 purple coins. Wow. I was looking for an item to like stall out with, but I guess I'll just use Stun Spore again. It's already paralyzed, and then it spits water up anyway. We're getting closer. It'd be kind of cool if we could learn False Swipe. I love how a paralyzed Cheep Cheep evaded Leech Seed several times. I wonder if that's like an error where instead of just saying, hey, it's already seeded, like I'm used to it doing, it can't do that. Like, because evading a 90% attack that many times is pretty rare. Not impossible, but definitely rare. Alright, we're gonna try to catch it now. See if this works. Nice. We have obtained... Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. We have obtained the fish! A big-lipped fish. Its wing-like fins allow it to leap out of the water to attack flying or jumping prey. It frequents the water under bridges. Of course we gotta name the Cheep Cheep. It's all water under the bridge now. Ha 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 ha. There we go. Oh my goodness. So many Skeeters, so little time. Not a lot of EXP to be gained from that one, but hey, we'll take it. Wow, that's really bright. Found a sticky barb. Ooh. Sorry for the sudden brightness, chat. Oh, hey look, it's another Skeeter. Haven't seen any of those yet. Oh. It's raining and electric. Well, leaf tornado. I'm beginning to think I'm going too far here. Like, I didn't think we could go this far out. Oh! Hello! Didn't expect to see one of these guys here. I wouldn't expect this to be super effective. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if this works. Nope. Nope. Alright, we'll try paralyzing it. Maybe that'll give us the edge we need. My ability was suppressed? I don't even remember what the ability is. So I think we'll live. Here we go again. Yay! Fuzzies are such ominous enemies. I love them. A pest that only gets annoying with more of it. Very erratic in nature. Toads are advised to keep bug spray and a giant boot on them in the summer. Oh, it's a bug and dark type. Boy, it's a good thing I didn't try to open up with Fairy Wind. What to name it? Also, there's a lot of dark types. Has anyone noticed? Excuse me, I'm sorry. I guess I'm groggier than I thought. I'm gonna say... I'm afraid it's contagious. That's a good idea, Luma. I should stretch. Hang on. We found Black Sludge. I don't know if we want it, but we found it. Huh. I feel like we went a little off the beaten track here, chat. This whole area is a maze. I kind of wish I had a repel on me now. We got a 1-up deluxe, which I'm gonna guess is probably a Ultra Revive? Ah! What are you? Just Mario. Oh, here comes a Fuzzy. Oh, a much more leveled up Fuzzy. See, this is what I mean. The wild encounters feel like they are significantly less leveled up compared to... Oh, well, that's inconvenient. Oh, but wait, I know it's a dark type. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm beginning to think equipping Oran Berries is a bad idea. It's kind of funny, though, that it has the same ability as Wishy-Washy. Up next is a Spindrift. Yes, I will change captures. Flambe, please do not die immediately, just this once. In case you all forgot what this looked like from the front. Oh, it's a crit. That's unfortunate. And it lowers my accuracy. That's unfortunate, too. I would not call that super effective. In fact, I would call that vaguely sad. At least we still have that speed boost. Maybe the next one will get us there. There we go. Oh, you're just a regular guy. Yeah. This place is a bit of a maze. Oh, we got Volt Switch, though. That's cool. Red Italians with mustaches are an independent species. So true. Electric Seed, huh? This area's kind of a maze. I'm not really sure that taking the water over here actually helps. Unless we're supposed to go in via that cave, maybe? Alright, let's try going back the other way real quick. Uh-oh. How much you want to bet it's a yep? There's something to be said for consistency. Bzz, bzz. Anyways, Leaf Tornado. Ooh, priority move. Good thinking. How much you bet it's another? Yep. So this game's Zubat is apparently... Actually, that's not fair. That's not fair to say, because Zubat is in caves, and these are not in caves. But they sure are persistent. Been a little while since I've seen one of these dudes. Hey, look, chat, it's a Skeeter. Where did we see one of those before? I've officially seen more Skeeters in this game than I have seen in all of my playthroughs of Super Mario 64 combined. The rodent has been summoned. $425 purple coins, huh? That's a lot of money. Alright. We'll pay it. Find out if it's worth it, and if not, we'll just save scum. It'll be fine. Main Street used to be a small little village out in the marshes. Then Waluigi came and built that abhorrent casino, and now all people can think about is gambling. Ah, that makes sense. Loans? Oh dear. I love how it's Waluigi Island from Mario Party 3. Be a big gamer. I wouldn't mind being a slightly taller. I mean, that sounds like Waluigi, to be honest. He's just like, just go gamble for your work. Main Street has really been booming thanks to Waluigi bringing over purple coins, but it is a little weird having a different currency from the rest of the world. Yeah, I bet. I hope Waluigi ends up paying us what we're owed for the work in Glittering Cave. We need our purple coins. So somehow Waluigi is actually worse than Wario, it looks like, in this game. It's a big area. Are you looking for the casino? I'm sorry, but it's not in this building. You gotta head down to the far end of Main Street. Well, that's okay. I just wanted to see what was going on in here. Let's see. The poison status condition can be cured by holding a Pecha Berry. That would be useful if I want to get Waluigi's Power Star, but I'd have to make the trip to Toad Town's market. Yeah, that is a bit of a jaunt. I only recently moved to Main Street after I heard about the casino. I'm gonna strike it out and get rich as soon as I take out a small loan from the guy on this floor. That's a bad idea. You here to see you here to see the boss? Be on your best behavior. You hear me, pal? What are you looking at, punk? You better not get on the boss's bad side, otherwise we'll have to come after you. I mean it. Loan shark? What's that? You here to get some purple coins? Well, you're in luck. I'm willing to loan you some. No need to fill out an application or anything. So what do you say? Trust me. No thanks. It's kind of funny that it's a toad. I really expected it to be that Pianta in the back. Anyways, Mario, I feel like, would know better than to make that call. So we're just going to keep moving on. I don't particularly care about the purple coins, you know? This used to be a place of nature, but I suppose it's good for business. Oh dear, that's a very sad way to put that, chat. That's how you know it's bad. But at least they have a Pokemon Center. Which just goes to show you that even in the capitalist hellscapes of the Mushroom Kingdom, they still have better healthcare than the United States. Gotta get out of this kingdom soon. There's weirdos everywhere. I heard that 90% of gamblers strike it big right before they quit. I think it's the other way around. I mean, both are wrong, but there's a lot of bad people around Main Street. Look out, keep yourself safe, Mario. I didn't know there was a worse influence than Bowser. So basically nobody really likes Waluigi, which means it's going to be really fun to kick the tar out of his team. Main Street Store and Purple Coin Exchange. I see. I can help you sell your items and convert your coins into purple coins. Which would you like? Say, I'm pretty sure I have a few things I don't need. Boost defense on electric terrain, but only one time. Gradually restores the HP of poison types. Damages the holder. Ah, here we are. 20,000. Yeah, that's nice. I guess I'll keep the rest of this for now. Anything else I can help you with? Is there anything to buy? No. Huh. I don't trust some of the products sold here. I keep seeing this weird ingredient called mushrooms. Great, you're one of those Goombas. I just lost all my purple coins in the casino. Now I gotta live in the mart with my bro. You gotta live in the mart? That's concerning. Wow, why are there... Oh, because you have to pay with purple coins, which... Dang. Some of these are kind of expensive. Huh. I don't see anything here that I feel like I need to have. And even if I did, I don't have the money for it. And I'm not giving real money up for that stuff. The new Main Street is great. Thanks to Waluigi's Casino, I can finally afford anything I want. Sure, I may have just gotten a bit lucky. I found a nice man who loaned me a whopping 5,000 purple coins, and instead of gambling them, I used the funds to rent out a flat where I can live out the rest of my days in peace. So nobody here has any financial literacy, chat. Nobody in this entire town. Don't bother me, I'm playing Super Mario Bros. 3 Gotcha. You use purple coins to get new lives. It's amazing. Oh, this is just making me depressed, chat. If only I had these viruses to test these pills on, but the prices at the casino are much too steep for me. I live with maniacs. One of them is addicted to pills, and the other gotcha games. Our purple coins aren't going to last at this rate. I gotta say, the idea of a gotcha version of Super Mario Bros. 3 sounds like my worst nightmare. What, never seen a Magic Koopa besides Kamek before? We exist. Not everyone is a die-hard fan of Lord Bowser. Though I probably shouldn't be talking to you now that I think about it. We're supposed to be starting a minion support group here, but it doesn't seem like many of Lord Bowser's minions are even aware of us. You should probably keep it that way, fellas. This place looks like a dump. But hey, at least there's a question mark block here. A luck incense. That could come in handy. We just keep getting the same... That's funny. Even Waluigi built his money has had trouble developing land past this point. Be careful if you're planning on heading out there. Construction canceled due to dangerous conditions. Glittering cave. Interesting. Oh, so we probably could have taken the cave backwards and come through here? Oh, that would have made sense. That probably would have been cheaper than paying the money, but also, like, I'm not that too worried about it. I don't have that money, but thank you. Goomba! You don't say. Okay, well, that's the casino, I guess. I thought I saw another building back here. This is a house, it looks like. Oh, Inoki! Hey! Oh. What's up? Purple coins are shiny and sparkly and purple. Yes, that is correct. They are purple. Everyone's so keen on the new purple coins craze. I'm not really too crazy about them, but they've practically replaced our entire economy. Gee, chat, this feels like a commentary on the so-called prediction market. What am I gonna do? Oh, sorry, I didn't notice you. I'm just worried about my son. I haven't been able to focus. He went out east to work at Glittering Cave and fell into these nightmares shortly after. He hasn't woken up since, and I've been worried sick. Please, you have to do something. My son brought back a stone from Glittering Cave. It's the only clue I have about what happened. A stone, huh? Okay. I'm just now realizing these are supposed to be like apartment buildings. Initially, I was just like, why do these huge office buildings have all these people doing such random things in them? Of course, Waluigi Pinball! That's kind of funny, actually. that's kind of cool. I like that. I mean, I like this song. It's a banger. Alright, well, let's see what we can do around here, shall we? You know, I always kind of forgot that gambling was kind of a key component of, the original Gen 1 Pokemon, too. Oh, thanks for the free money. It seems they're too distracted to notice you. So are they, and they, and then, and then. Phew, nothing like a cold drink after a win at the slots. Oh, it's a vending machine. Heal randomly, or heal entire party. I'm good. Okay, guess we can't walk that way. The dogs are fed, that's good. Okay. Seems they're too distracted. Okay, so nobody sees me. There's nobody even running these tables. What are you people sidetracked by? They're even offering up some party members. Doesn't feel very legal if you ask me. Yeah, I'm inclined to concur. But I found 50 coins in the trash, so that's cool. Do I have a coin case? Yes, I do. Let me explain the rules. Waluigi believes in the philosophy of the rich get richer. This means in order to progress further into the casino, you need to the machine with better odds, you need to already have a lot of purple coins, which can be obtained through any means necessary throughout both Main Street and this thing. You do not have to just gamble here. Use your ingenuity to figure out the best way to get purple coins and make your way to the final room. Only those capable of this are worthy of the Power Star. I see. Well, the easiest way to get purple coins then, it sounds like, would be to just blow some cash on them. Alright, we'll do that once. Oh, they weren't kidding. You can just straight up... It's expensive, though. I don't have that kind of cash on me, and even if I did, that does feel more than a little illegal. Okay, well... Oh, well, we're getting into a fight now, chat. Duskfy, I almost asked what the dogs had to eat. I don't know. I don't know why. Hope that went well, Luma. Looks like we're gonna get into a fight with this shaman. Just noticed the Waluigi in the back. Okay, you literally have a coin. You have the coin enemy. What? Okay. try Leaf Tornado and see what happens. Hey, Shiny. We're taking on Waluigi time. Some feed their dogs kibble wet food, you feed yours mixed together. Oh, okay. So it was a relevant question. Get crunched. Oh, you know, you have payday. That's cool. You do very much though, so you know that's a problem. All right, that's a level up for Sink Fan, and a decent chunk for Hi Guys. Cadacnus wants to learn Acid Armor. Well, we're not doing that right now. Mega Mole, huh? Sure. Here comes the Mega Mole. Oh, that's exactly what it says on the tin. Let's try Bubble Beam. I mean, the Mega Mole's got to be at least a little cool. It's got sunglasses. Okay, well, it's gone. It didn't get much time on the screen. We got 0 for winning, even though you used payday. But we got 50 purple coins, so that's cool. They don't see me, on the other hand. Neither do they. This place is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Okay, well, that didn't work. Let's try this again. Okay, my head hurts. We did the one on the left, so I guess we'll try the one on the right this time. I think it gives us the same result regardless. So I'm not sure quite yet what we're supposed to do instead, but... Can't really go back. Oh, wait a minute. Did it drop me off in the same spot? Okay. Well, I'm not sure what to do. It looks like they all dumped me off in the same area, but I didn't see another entrance, did you? I don't want to do this. Yeah, I don't want to go gambling. Sheesh. I guess. Okay. Oh, hi, Bowser. Mario, how'd you get here so fast? I just destroyed that warp pipe. I mean, those toads work fast on repairs, huh? Never mind that. Kamek, I need you for Mario butt-kicking time. Be right there, you gambliness. You know what? Take your time. Mario, it's back to butt-kicking time. You've literally lost every fight, but sure, let's do it again. Oh! Okay, the Chain Chomp is admittedly a little intimidating. Let's see. I'm gonna guess a Leaf Tornado. I don't know how effective it'll be because I'm not sure what the type matchup on a Chain Chomp it looks like. Oh. Okay, changing strategies. Oh. Okay. I can do that. That would be kind of funny. Alright. Well, that works. Kamek, help me out here! Alright, who's next? Oh, Kamek. Air Cutter, huh? Wow, that did a lot more damage than I thought it would. Oh. Okay, well, one more time. It's true. We did get the moon. All right. Jaloshi took out Kamek, as is canon. What's next? Mecha Koopa. All right. Agnes, can you handle this? It's very funny how Twitch keeps correcting the emote you all are trying to write into that other emote, so we all know what you're doing, but it like looks different. It's kind of funny how it keeps doing that. Bubble Beam, let's try this. I don't remember if this does anything. Yeah, okay, that counts as something. Whoa! Sheesh! We'll say, Bowser hits a little harder than he used to. Why can't you captures do anything right? Well, I mean, it's not... I'm not... You know what? I'm not going to tell him. Guess I'll try this again. Should be reasonably effective, but it's not. I don't remember why. Okay, time to change out again. Hi, guys! Something. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, we'll just try Leech Seeding him. We can work with this. I guess that makes sense. But it is a little weird, isn't it, Shiny? He's close. And he's down. I like how we got fewer XP from fighting Bowser than we did from fighting the Chain Chomp. Sonic, your strategy didn't work! I like how he still gives me money, though. How do I keep losing? Take your stupid purple coins, Mario. You and I are gonna have a serious talk about these strategies. Now, is it this tile, or... I'm not doing that. Oh, Toast Arena. Okay. Oof, all I need a break. All of this battling for purple coins has really tired me out, but I'm glad I at least don't have to use the slots. Hey, I was in the middle of a good run there. Oh. I might have made a mistake, chat. I probably should have healed up first. Yeah, I probably should have healed up first. Stockpile, huh? Stockpiled again. I'm hoping it paralyzes. Oh, it did. Wow. Okay. We can work around that. Alright, that's one down. Who's next? No, we'll keep doing that. I think Herbie's doing just fine. Okay, I'm seeing a pattern here, chat. Are you? At least it doesn't get to attack this time. Remember when we were trying to do the whole, like, stockpile strat, and we ended up deciding it was too much work and just not ideal for Yoshi anyway? I think that was before we even did the ground typing thing. It's kind of weird that this whole team is just a bunch of shrooms using stockpile and spit up over and over. Okay, that's rude. There we go. I like how it faints and then announces it wasn't very effective. I'm like, yeah, but it worked, right? Okay, well, before I do anything else, let's heal up my team, because they were going through it a little bit. I should have enough berries to take care of everyone for a little bit. Yeah, okay. Lots of orange berries. Go. Alright, we blew through 40 of them though, so we definitely won't be able to do it that way a second time. Should still have some mushrooms though. Yeah. Should be okay, I think. If not, we'll, you know, we'll figure it out. Wait, were there 2 of those, of these? Yeah, there are. Oh, we got a raid. Hey, Bubs. Oh, I'm awake. I'm awake. How you doing? How'd your DK64 go? Did you win? Were you victorious? Just kind of ignoring you? I am not. I didn't see the announcement. I'm sorry. You're right, Clipper. It is good music. We actually have to take out. We actually have to take out Waluigi's Pokemon team, basically. You know, I haven't played DK64 in such a hot minute. Craziest, your name reminds me of Vernius. I don't know if you ever watched that, but watch that particular individual on YouTube, but that's what the name reminds me of. Okay, do we go left or down? I'm gonna say left. Okay, I guess that was wrong. Anyways, glad you had a good time with your game. Ah, swap Kong on the fly. That's a good choice. Because heaven knows that game can be frustrating with all the swapping it normally makes you do. I guess we'll try going elite ball knowledge. Yeah, Bub, you're right, Bubs. That game has so many collectibles, and all the Kong swapping just feels like it's designed as padding. Oh my goodness. Okay. Speaking of padding, since we're talking about padding in video games. Wait, do you want to fight? Oh no, okay. Okay, so I'm lost now. We tried going down, and that didn't work. I think we tried going here. I'm confused. I'm confusion. Not confusion, confusion. No, but seriously, what's the map input supposed to look like? I don't remember. Did I use the switch? I threw both switches, so presumably unless the game expected me to only use one of them. Yeah, I'm confused. That machine over there resets the switches, which I don't want to do. Because I know at least some of these are correctly calibrated. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to make any progress, and I have made some. I guess I could try this. Okay, that felt pointless. These, yeah, so both of these send me to the beginning. This sends me to the beginning. Does it want me to pay it again? I'm guessing it does. Yep, it does. Oof. You can spend a lot of time in this area and even get stuck if you're not careful. No, well, first we're fighting. Oh, one of these. Okay. Well, I don't want to be anywhere near that because I think that's a poison bug, and I have a fairy flower, so let's not do that. I will say I feel like this map is some form of imperfect rotation right now. We'll take this guy. Jaloshi, can you deal with the Terrantox from Super Mario Galaxy, please? Sticky web. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, that lowers my speed. We'll just try biting it. Okay. Didn't do a whole lot, but it's fine. Why does that move take 12 years? I don't understand it. We'll just go underground for a moment. Well, I don't have a berry, so you can't steal it this time. Ha! Also, I just realized we are definitely destroying the floor of this casino. I could have just used bite. I don't know what I'm using dig again for. Oh, that's why. For the temporary immunity. I haven't seen it. It's only Waluigi's property. Yeah, fair. And he's also kind of terrible in this game, like more so than usual. Thanks, Craziest. Thanks for hopping in on the raid. It's good to see you. Take care of yourself, right? We will hit this thing with a bubble beam and see what happens. Oh, it knows fake out.
Jello Craziest.
Wow.
We're glad you're
fake
here.
out. Dang, okay. I don't think there's any items to steal. But it does have the speed advantage, which could be a problem. Or maybe not. Maybe I could just use Aqua Jet and get it over with. The right starter? I mean, the blooper just seemed appealing. It just seemed appealing, Bubs. You know? Do I want another one? Sure, I'll change captions again. You have a restful evening, too, alright? Alright, you're up. Hi, guys! I need you to handle this, if you please. Why does this guy have so many bandits, anyway? Oh yeah, they laid sticky web. I forgot about that. Say it. I don't think I'm holding any items, so it's not really a big deal there. Wouldn't it be funny though if Stun Spore worked? Oh. Okay, well, Stun Spore worked the second time, so close enough. See ya, Bubs. I like how, even with its speed halved, it's still significantly faster. And it's paralyzed. So you'd think it would actually be, you know, paralyzed, but it's not. Alright, it's down. That's good. Which means there's just one more left. Actually, no. I'm gonna keep using. I'm gonna stick with what I got. I forgot if we actually did any real damage on this. I know it's going to immediately use Fake Out. Yep, called that. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have to leave the casino just so that we can heal, because I'm not paying for the vending machine to do that. I'm not doing that. Alright, all done. Maybe so. It's kind of funny to me that they thought it was a good idea to give Waluigi a star when he's arguably much worse for this area than Bowser ever could be. Wait, where was the shop? That was weird. That felt like a big-lipped alligator moment. I don't know. I didn't... That happened so quickly, I didn't even know what to do with that information. Okay, so the switches stay in the position I left them last, which is good. What? Huh? Okay, weird. I thought it was sending me downward. Did I do it wrong earlier? Didn't feel like I did, but maybe I did. Anyway, this one's gonna want to fight. Oh, a poison pokey. Well, let's leave immediately. Jaloshi, do you mind? Okay, so no trading out unless we want to get poisoned. Time to poke another hole in the floor. Okay. That didn't go very well. We'll try again. There we go. Anybody else? Nice. Hi Guys has also leveled up. And so did Flambe. Nope. I'm gonna stick with what I got so I don't have to deal with a toxic spike sweep. Just keep biting it. Oh, I got a crit. Well, it also fainted, so there you go. That'd be nice. I really don't have very good fire coverage right now. Anyways, what was that about neutralizing gas? Oh, he uses poison types. I guess Jaloshi will be my ace for that entire exchange. Nothing in there. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go out on the limb and assume that if I walk this way, I'll probably just be thrown off the side. Well, not quite as far as I thought. Okay. Wait, what? I didn't see what changed. Oh. Got it. Boy, this place is a maze. Just like a real casino, I guess. How do you... That's not a bad idea, but none of these NPCs want to talk to me. I'm not sure. I think this switch here needs to be facing upwards. Grass ball? What grass ball? I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Grass ball? Oh, you mean the desert toad. can try, but it looks like the only NPCs that will interact with you are the ones that are moving. You know, like this one. I'm thinking I need to hit another one of the switches. I just don't know which one. Okay, I think that was wrong. And did the last change. Yeah, it looks like it. Although I don't think that one particularly matters. I'm just not sure which one I'm supposed to hit to... I don't remember which switch goes to the top area. I'm really not sure. Definitely the worst dungeon of the game. Switch puzzles have never been my favorite, so by having a cost attached to them does make it a little more nerve-wracking. At least the music's catchy. Well, I think the answer to that, Shiny, is that so I'm going to cross over this again. See how there's a top arrow there? There's double doors behind it, and I think that's where we need to be. And I think the only way to do that is for the switch to be turned around, but I don't know which of these does that. It's not that one. Wait. What? No, that doesn't make any sense, though. Wait. Yeah, except in the process, now I've messed this one up. My head hurts. Nope, that was the wrong one again. Shoot. Okay. Other one past that one? You mean the one over here? Yeah, this is annoying. I do not like this very much. Pokemon Switch puzzles are an awful mechanic, and I don't know why they felt the need to bring them back. I'm lost. I'm lost, chat. I no longer know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know where the correct switch is anymore. Well, I don't remember when I last saved is the thing. It's been a while. So I might have to redo a fair amount if I do that. could just restart all the switches and do the whole puzzle over again, but I don't know if that would actually really be beneficial at this point. So I can't push this. This one doesn't help. And neither did this one. And these are the only two I have access to right now. So now I'm really lost. I don't even know why this tile over here is stuck like this, because I feel like it wasn't earlier. How could I have soft walked it? Wait. Okay. Okay, I need to get back to that middle switch. Wait, it didn't actually change. It didn't turn! Oh, okay, sure. That's great. What the heck? Absolute tedium. Sorry. Normally I'd try to do a Waluigi voice, but I'm so genuinely peeved at how much of a waste of time that was. Waluigi wants to become the ultimate gamer. Golf, tennis, racing, all are but a few examples of my gaming prowess. Now a new game has been presented to me and I must master it. Mario, do you think you can defeat me, the ultimate gamer? I hope so, because if I never have to see your stupid casino again, it'll be too soon! Gosh. Listen, I think this game has been banger after banger up until that point, but that was definitely a low point. Just overall, that was not good. I didn't appreciate any of that. Okay, I was gonna say, I think that's a poison type. Yeah, it is. Wow. How unfortunate. No, I think that was the nadir. I don't think I don't think there will be any other points as frustrating as that was. Let's try a bubble beam. I am really getting tired of being out-prioritized. Citrus berry? Oh no. Starfberry. Well, it won't do anything for you because I've leech seeded you. So you're dead anyway. Bye. You cheated. I couldn't baton pass. Well, have you considered, Waluigi, that since you have the worst dungeon in the game, I no longer respect you? It's so true, Shiny. It's so true. It's so out of character. It's so in character for him. Alright, up next is Huff and Puff. We'll stick with what we got. Oh yeah, Huff and Puff. What the, you know, main guy can evolve into. Alright, well we out-prioritized Huff and Puff at least. That's cool. Oh. Okay. Sure. I don't know what I'm prioritizing this for. It's going to... It won't matter anyway. Oh, hey, I know Venoshock too. That's why you'll never be in Smash. Oh, come on. We're just gonna Aqua Jet this thing to get it out of the way. There we go. No more neutralizing gas, which I still don't know what that ability does. But Herbie's level 32 now, so that's cool. Shrooboid, huh? Sure. You handle it, Jaloshi. Turns off every ability on the field. Ah, that makes sense. Okay, it knows Toxic. That's good to know. I choose to dig. Because I should be able to use Rest on my next turn anyway. Wow. Why does every single one of them have a berry? I guess because Waluigi takes this pretty seriously. Oh boy. Alright. Well, now I'm mad. I'm gonna guess that poisons me. Yep, it poisons me. Well, you know, gotta admire his consistency. Okay, that's the last. That's 2 down. I think there's only 1 left. Be taking you out of the lineup pretty soon. Porky-Puff, yes. Alright. Porky-Puff. I can't remember what a Porky-Puff looks like. It's a fish. Isn't it? Let's find out. Hi, guys! Yep, this guy. Time to play dirty, don't you always? First things first. Of course I'm badly poisoned. I'm not going to have time to do this. But I might be able to survive 1 more hit. Maybe. Oh, it knows Baneful Bunker. That's irritating. Can't protect it from a leech seed, though. I guess it can just keep doing that. Okay, we lived it. Come on. Hang in there. Hang in there, buddy. Okay. You want to play dirty, Waluigi? Well, get a load of this. It won't matter. Leech Seed will beat you to it. You're going down, bozo. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. It's kind of funny. Hi Guys does not do a lot in terms of direct offense, but those setups have saved me more than once. We will take it. It's too bad Jaloshi doesn't get any XP out of it, but it's fine. We'll live. Flambe wants to learn Ancient Power, which might be useful. It's probably better than Astonish. Chip damage soldier, exactly. It is no longer Waluigi time. And he had to give me real money. What do you know? Oh! Behold! Sunshine blooper! It's the Gooper blooper! Gadacnus wants to learn Ring Out. The higher the foe's HP, the more damage caused. I don't know. It's a normal type move that has variable damage. Doesn't seem very useful. Waluigi has disappeared and left behind the Power Star, which is, you know, all we really cared about. He also left behind TM74, which I'm going to guess is a poison type move. And the game auto-saves. There's a label stitched onto the bag. Waluigi's famous warp powder. Shortcut to wherever your heart desires. Would you like to use it? Sure. Oh, it takes us back to the exit. Cool. Oof. Yeah, we're in some trouble, so let's take care of that real quick. Phew! Well, that was painful, but we made it. Now let's see. I think we still have a bunch of purple coins, and I don't think they're going to be useful anywhere else. So, I guess we can go shopping. Have we been in here yet? Yeah, we have. Yeah, 325. All right. I guess we could just buy. I guess we could buy one of these items and then maybe some. How many? Hey, chat. How many times does 15 go into 325? $21. I don't want all these purple coins. Oh wait, I just realized. I fear I may have collapsed the economy of this small town. I could have bought super shams. I could have, but they're not worth that much. Neither are the mushrooms, but I can at least get more heals that way. The super mushrooms were kind of expensive. They were like, there was actually a surcharge on them because to get 60 HP, you would need 3 mushrooms or 1 super mushroom, which is either 45 purple coins or 52. So, I guess we should head through the area here now. Do you want to fight? I'm gonna guess yes. What has Main Street become? This cave used to be free to enter, but ever since Waluigi showed up and bought all the land, they've been trying to tunnel through to the other side. All I want is to go back to the days when I could explore this cave freely. Well, I did just kind of destroy Waluigi's star thing, so... This bush has been acting very strangely ever since my friend from Sarasaland gifted it to me. Every time I trim it, it seems to grow back immediately. Can you give it a look? Ah. That's true, I could just leave immediately. I don't have to go through the rest of Worlds at 4. But I wouldn't mind. Apparently we haven't caught a Poke yet, which is surprising to me, actually. Oh, well, that lowers my accuracy. You know what? Since it's going to be that kind of fight... Flambe, you know Swift. Go ahead and use it. You know what? One more time. And let's see if this works. Oh. Okay. Maybe it wants the party hat. It wanted the party hat, chat. A walking cactus. Its body segments are not vital organs. It sheds them every 2 years. It has a wobbly demeanor and uses a silly face to lure in young prey. It is a pretty silly face. That's just the wonder of the Mushroom Kingdom. Alright. We got a Define, a Def Bean, Defense Bean, Da Bean. What are you looking at? I hear the reason Waluigi even bought this part of Main Street was because the cave had some money-making potential. But I don't think Waluigi even really cares about the money. I think he just wants to expand his operations and become the ultimate gamer, whatever that means. I remember talking to Max. What's that? You want to enter the cave? Sorry, it's off limits. We're trying to tunnel through the mountain to the other side, but ran into trouble partway through. Although this chump could be useful. I could arrange for you. You just have to give me a donation of 1,000 purple coins. So he wants 1,000 purple coins, chat. Oh yeah, I forgot I don't have a repel. That's fine. We'll just run into 4 or 5 dozen of these real quick. Game. Could you not? Could you give me, like, a second of breathing room before the next random encounter? Why are they all skeeters? Why? Why are they all skeeters, chat? I don't want to fight the skeeter squad. I want to leave. Okay, well that's a mistake. If it's a skeeter, I swear. I'm quickly developing a new least favorite Mario enemy. And here I thought it would be the Shroob. Well, at least this won't be a skeeter. What the? Huh? I've never seen one of these. Okay, well, this is different. I guess we'll try a leaf tornado. Wow. Yeah, I've never heard of a hand fake. I don't know what that is. Of course. Maybe? Okay. Time to inflict a status condition, apparently. Ah, I see. Yeah, I'd never heard of this. I was like, what are we looking at? Is it about to use Stun Spore on me? I've never been so insulted in my whole life. That's fair. That's fair, Shiny. I love Fury Swipes. I love how each animation takes a second and a half and the amount you get is variable and it only does chip damage anyway. It's my favorite thing ever, chat. I love moves that take 3 to 5 business days to complete and don't even really hit that hard. I'm going to scream. How are you doing anything? You are paralyzed and have no health. Get in the ball! Why are you like this? You can't copy anything. I didn't do anything. You need to try it again? That is fair. I think I'm going to run out of caps, actually. Finally. Whew. A black ooze in the shape of a hand, dark type. It makes a sign of anyone it wishes to become, taking its stats and moves. It loves to finger paint. No. No, I don't want to look at it anymore. Okay. This might actually be a good stopping point, chat. I'm sort of torn on whether we should stay in World 4 or if we should just fast forward to World 5. So, we will probably decide that after I get back. We beat Waluigi, we beat the casino, we caught a few new friends, our starter has fully evolved into a Gooper Blooper. We are in good shape. And I'm really glad that we don't have to do that casino anymore, because I never thought I'd say this, but I was actually getting tired of Waluigi Pinball. Now let's see, is there anyone that we can share the love to? I'm gonna say... Alright. Looks like most of the folks I follow are offline right now. I will send you... You know what? I'll send y'all over to Shell Shock Prime, who in the moment is apparently playing Metal Gear Solid. So if that's your vibe, go enjoy that. Shell Shock and I were recently in one of Bubs' streams together as Pokemon collaborators, so. Anywho, thank you all for taking the time to hang out with me. It's been fun. I know I got a little heated back there, but I will say overall I think it's been a good time. And this is a really impressive hack. Like, I got frustrated in that stage, but this is still, like, really cool stuff. So please, please don't get the wrong idea. This is still an amazing labor of love. I'm glad we don't have to do the casino level anymore, because I didn't want to do that anymore. But otherwise, it was great. Anywho, like I said, probably won't be back on Sunday, so look to see me again on Wednesday, maybe before. I'll let you know if there's any bonus streams coming up, hopefully with a little more than 24 hours notice next time. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I will see you all soon. In the interim, take care of yourselves, stay safe, have fun, be kind, and thanks for hanging out with me. Ciao for now.